We're at the original location where we started around 39, going on 39 years ago. This spot actually is where it all started. Kim had worked for another trailer manufacturer that was small. At the time, they were all small. This industry was in its infancy. It was unheard of at the time. They, through some problems, went out of business, and we went and consulted the owners, and they gave us their graces and basically told us that they would give us the rights to anything they had and all of their brochures and their dealer list, and they did. And that's where Diamond C evolved from. Basically, was from Vertex Trailers Kim had worked for, and that was 1985.
So we started in early 1985, and I was pregnant with Jeffrey. He was not going to be due till May. So yeah, I was doing sales, I was doing invoicing, I was doing all the clerical office-wise, while he was out there doing his best to build the most quality trailer on the market. That's one thing about Mike. We don't do anything mediocre. It's the best. We put our best into it because we want the quality on the road to be something that everybody's proud of. So there was learning along the way, of course. I learned a lot from the previous manufacturer because I did a lot of that for them, but he had all that shop to go on, and he had all the paint. Now, before we started this, he did a sideline of painting cars, so he knew the paint technique, he knew what he wanted that to look like. But I felt like we were a great team. I felt like we complemented each other, and so it just bloomed.
While I was working for the freight line, the vision was that I would work for the freight company for 6 months, maybe a year, and we would ease into the trailer business. And through just very quick success and on a very small level, and being overwhelmed with orders, I was only able to work for the freight line about 6 weeks. I would go in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning there, and what we called strip my trailers out and get the freight ready to go. And I would deliver freight the first half of the day, and then I would come here and work on trailers and stack trailers and pinstripe trailers and actually paint the trailers from like 2 o'clock in the afternoon till all I could stand later on in the night. And it was tough to start with, but we were having our kids at the time, starting a family.
Growing up in the trailer business, Diamond C was in our backyard. Literally, our house was kind of in the middle of the planet. And some of my earliest memories are kind of getting into mischief, trouble, exploring. Mom and Dad, of course, were busy like running the business. And so we had lots of opportunity to go and explore for better or worse. And I think probably my earliest memory is there was, back in that day, they had a big like incinerator where they burned cardboard boxes, and that was kind of the normal of the time. And I can't remember how exactly it happened, but I opened the door to the incinerator, and I had to be younger than 7 or so because that's when Diamond C moved out of the backyard. So I was like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old, and a big piece of ash flew out and landed on the back of my neck. And I had a big round burn on the back of my neck for a long time.
One of the earliest memories I have of actually working at Diamond C, we did a photo shoot where my dad propped me and Jeffrey up on a utility trailer with a couple of ATVs showing how it would be used. We had a cooler and gas cans and stuff like that, just really showing how the trailer would be used. My dad didn't even know what he was doing. I mean, I say that not that he didn't, but he was not intentionally showing us the way at that point. But yet how we set that shoot up and the way it connected to users, it made that line of trailers successful. And so, yeah, it taught me a lot, even from an age where I didn't have a clue what was going on in the moment.
So I remember this story one time Mike and I were talking, and I kind of felt like at that point right then I was kind of over the trailer business. And I was like, how long do we need to stay in trailer business? And he said, oh, 10 to 15 more years. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure that can happen. We did stay. We toughed it out and made it. A few years after that, we came upon some hard times. We were trying to decide what we needed to do for the future of Diamond C. Should we sell it? Should we close it? Didn't feel like we could struggle any longer. And I guess, let's see, that was probably in about 2006 or 7. And Jeffrey said, how about letting me take a stab at running the company? And Mike and I talked about it, we agreed on it, and we said, absolutely, we want you to try.
When that happened, Mom and Dad had been down a years-long path, hard journey in building the business, had invested their blood, sweat, and tears quite literally for all those years. And then kind of at that point, it was kind of an intersection for the business. Where are we going from here? And again, just didn't really know much better. And so just asked them to give us a shot, give us a chance to see if we could learn to run it and carry it forward. And through that process was just really, really blessed by a couple of particular friends and mentors that were family friends kind of thing that took me under their wing in those days. I mean, I was 19, 20 years old, that took me under their wing and taught me how to read financial statements and taught me how to price a trailer and coached me through those first few years, or particularly first several months, very intently. And we just learned day by day, month by month, year by year, how to run the business, build the business, lead the business. And it's still the same story is true today. I mean, it's very much we're learning and growing and learning and growing and learning and growing year by year.
Growing up, I really appreciated a lot of the things about Diamond C, but I don't think I ever did really have this vision of being a part of it and leading it in the future. My parents worked hard to make sure that I could be a kid, and so but as I got older, I ventured off and did some other things and I ended up going to the fire academy and going to the EMT school and these things, and ended up back into the business. And so I'm glad I did those things, because they actually did shape a lot of who I am, and my passion for people and things. They just really I guess poured gasoline on the fire, and so to speak. And so I'm really grateful for the opportunity to get to work with such amazing people every day and have a profound impact on thousands of lives throughout North America. So
what I do love most about Diamond C, it's the culture. From high management to production level and any other areas around the company, I have seen a big improvement on the culture about caring each other, looking out for each other, the commitment of growth and success. And that's what I really love being part of this company.
So Diamond C has helped me fuel my growth and success just by teaching me to be a better leader, to be a stronger leader, especially through the mentors, the experiences, especially with all the classes we're having now, the leadership classes. That's helped a lot. It's helped me improve and be more confident, especially in my decisions.
The thing I love most about Diamond C is the lunch bunch, which is a group of us that gather for lunch on most days, and I look forward to it. It's a group of friends. It's the type of friends that you rarely make in the workplace, but it's a group of people that I look forward to seeing, and I've had at every stop along the way, a group of friends that I've made here. It's been awesome. I love it.
They give us leadership classes, like I've taken Dale Carnegie, and we have leadership classes in the hub, and it's helped me like mature more as a leader.
Our strategy and direction for the future is two key components. Those two key components are not necessarily new to the business, but they're our strategy, our formula for continued growth and the pursuit of our purpose. So those two things are operational excellence in the way we serve our customers, internal and external, and then continued innovation in the product that we build and the services that we offer and the way we go to market. We are relentless about progress in those two arenas. And when we do that, just like we've done for the last 35 years, when we're relentless about progress in those two arenas and strive to continually get better and better, it produces growth. It produces opportunity for our team. It fuels the growth and success of our team members, customers, and community. And so we do those things through the lens of our core values, through the lens of our family values, to enable us to not just continue to grow the business, but to continue to remain a business with a pure heart, pure motives, a pure purpose. When we put that formula together, when we do it well, I truly believe the sky's the limit, and we'll continue to grow and grow and grow through staying true to our heart, true to our core, our values, and our purpose, regardless of the size of the business.